Um, Yesterday evening and all the way through till this morning, Mom and I had a very bad evening and day she had, which happens quite often, though she denies it. She has the runs. Just comes out of nowhere. There's no rhyme or reason. Doesn't matter diet, medication is the same. She just sometimes just gets the runs, and it was a mess. And so, gave her anti-diarrhea medication, got her all settled down, and laid down and just fell asleep and back upstairs, and another big mess. So thankfully, that was it. Gave her another dose of anti-diarrhea medication, which I have to be very careful how much of that I give her because it can then work the opposite way, right? Then she doesn't go for a few days and I have to give her milk of magnesia. So I only really like to give her a couple of doses of that, and that's it. But let's talk honesty here about the state of our healthcare system. At least here in the Chicagoland area. I'm in a south suburb of Chicago. Like I posted on my Facebook page, we're getting nursing care, physical therapy, and occupational therapy. So far this week, we have had the nurse twice and physical therapy. Now, let me just be brutally honest. The nurse came. It's a him. He's very nice, very sweet. Mom likes him. Very personable. However, he comes here. He takes her blood pressure. He asks her how she's doing. He writes some stuff down in his computer, and he's gone. That's it. I can do that. What's the point of that? I mean, is that really helping anything? Not really. That's not what I was promised. Second thing is, the physical therapist comes here. She sees Mom can't stand up. She's all doubled over. She has a hard time straightening up. Her knees are giving out on her. The physical therapist heard my mother's knees. Heard them. Popping, groaning. They literally sound like they're farting, literally. And, the fact that she kept falling, and after she did a couple of exercises and assessed my mother's situation, she said to my mom, "What is your intention for physical therapy?" And my mother said, "Oh, to walk like I did 10 years ago." And I'm thinking, yeah, that's not going to happen. The physical therapist sees my mom not being able to sit in the bed. She keeps leaning. She sees my mom stand up and is leaning back, and I have to push her forward, And she says, "Yeah, I think we can get that done." I wanted to slap she's a very nice lady, and I'm sure her intentions are good. But you are not going to get this woman walking like she did 10 years ago before she had Parkinson's, right? Like 10 years ago, my mom was just noticing a little tremor in her arm. And she was in denial at that point, which she pretty much still is. But the point is that she was like, "Oh, I'm just kind of shaky today. I'll have some coffee with some sugar and I'll be fine." And very quickly it became very pronounced. Now she has it in both hands. But the point is that, why would you be dishonest like that? You are not going to get and I even asked her at the door, I'm like, "Why did you tell my mother that?" Now she thinks that you're going to get her walking, and it's very obvious that she is not going to walk. She has no cartilage in her knees. Her kneecaps literally crack. When I rub lotion on her knees, you can literally feel the bones moving around, crackling in her shoulder too. "Oh, I'm going to get you moving and grab you." I'm like, I just don't get it. And let me just say, no respite care. $75 an hour they want to come here. And, $75 an hour? And let me just say something else. For those of you who think that, the Department of the Aged is going to help you, let me back up a minute. So the physical therapist's response to me was, well, you have to give them hope. False hope? Because at this point, you know, she needs a hospital bed, one that adjusts with an air mattress. She needs a lift, literally. You know, one of those ones that comes over from the, you put the thing, you crank, you lift her up a hydraulic. She needs a lift. I mean, she cannot stand. I don't think any physical therapy in the world is going to, give her a knee replacement, which is the only hope. But that doesn't solve the problem of not being able to balance, leaning, not be, falling back. That doesn't help. I like through this whole almost 7 years, I'm just like scratching my head thinking, what is wrong with these people? I mean, hello? But nope, same shit over and over and over and over and over again. Okay, so let's talk about the Department of the Aging. So the physical therapist said to me, God bless her, she said, we're going to do what we can for your mom, but I'm worried about you. How's your back? I'm like, well, my back hurts, but I have an inversion table. I hang upside down regularly. I got a massage chair. I'm good. I'm all right. Well, you need to get some rest. Well, again, $75 an hour. I told her, my mom can't afford $75 an hour, a few days a week. It's just not going to happen. And she said, well, call, the Department of the Aging. Here it's called PODS, or I forget what it's called. But anyway, something like that. And I have called them in the past to try to get respite care. And unless you are destitute, and I mean destitute, you can't, if you don't have a mortgage on your home and you have 100% equity, forget it. You ain't getting no help. Even if you don't have a house, but you have an apartment and you have retirement money that you're getting and Social Security more than, $700 or $800 a month, forget it. You ain't getting no help. So unless you are totally poor, totally broke, and living on under, like, what was it, $800 a month or something? You get $900 or less from Social Security, and your rent is like $400 or $500 of that. Where do you get rent for $400 or $500? I don't know, but anyway, you ain't getting no help from the government. Nothing, none. And the only way that I can get her any help or any care is to stick her in a nursing home. That's the only way. And then she has to sell everything. She has to liquidate everything. And it has to all be put in a trust for her. And then, whoever has power of attorney pays her bills until it runs out, and then she gets moved into the state side of the building if she lives that long. I think that's a sad state of affairs of how this country treats the elderly. And believe it or not, even if you're 22 right now, if you're lucky enough to get old, this is coming for you. This is the state of our healthcare system currently. The only way you get help is if you're broke. If not, you have to pay unbelievable amounts of money to get the skilled care that she needs. I can't just call care.com because, I have done that. And they, she requires a certain level of care that their insurance won't cover. So they won't let anybody come out here. If she just needed help with cooking or help with cutting up her food or, they'd be all on it, cheap, $12, $15 an hour. But because of her condition, I need specialty care and specialty licensing and specialty insurance. And so that's expensioso. Expensive. So she ain't getting no help. We're, and basically, we're on our own. And I told the physical therapist that I said, I've been through this over and over again. The Department of Aging isn't going to help us because she has too much money and too much assets. We can't, but then again, don't have enough cash flow to really afford $75+ an hour. So, it is what it is. She's also having panic attacks, and they are not giving her any medication to help with that. No painkillers. even though she's been off those medications, and they said that her heart stopping and not starting fast enough and not getting back to a regular beat was because of the painkillers and the I forget what the name of the panic attack medication is, that was the reason for it, even though she's been off it now a month or so, and they still keep happening. So it's obviously not the medication that's causing it. So give them back. But no, they won't give her back that either. So I have to, thank God I have training in hypnosis, and, I can, guide her breathing and, and distract her away from what the issue is that she's panicking about, and get her to calm down and get her heart rate back. Because again, we're dealing with a woman who has heart failure, left ventricular heart failure, and is having heart skips and a low heartbeat daily. And they won't give her panic medication. They won't give her lorazepam. That's what it is, lorazepam. Nope. They won't give her painkillers, so she's dealing with all that pain on top of it. They tell her take a Tylenol. Well, we know Tylenol ain't gonna help. Well, anyway, okay, that's my update. I'm annoyed. I'm aggravated. No one, people just are in la la land. I mean, we'll get you walking like 10 years ago. I wanted to slap that chicken in next week. What are you thinking? Telling her something like that. I mean, it just blows my mind. All right, well, y'all have a good day. Be nice to yourselves. Bye.